Hi, I'm Hitomi. I'm a single mom and I spend $3,000 per month on childcare for my 2 year old. It's really expensive, and I used to think it was my problem and my problem alone, but apparently not. So, when you become a parent, the dilemma is should I stay at home or should I work, only to pay most of my income for childcare?
This problem is huge. One third of children in the US are raised in single parent households, where single mothers are paying 43 to 69% of their income just on childcare. From our survey, the average spend on childcare was $15,000 a year. The US should be a global leader in childcare, but we can't even take care of our own families.
So, enter the village. We are a childcare co op app with neighborhood parents. So, let me tell you how it works. Parent one has a child, parent two has a child. They go on the village app and find a third parent with a child and some free time. And they give their children to the parent. And now I can go to work. I can take my appointment with a doctor. I'm free. And this parent in the middle can get paid in credits or get some, availability for childcare when they need it most. So the main value points of this app is one, we're using technology to scale the co-op idea to the rest of the community. Two, we're booking instantly, like Airbnb. No more of those wait lists. And three, we're creating jobs. We're creating a new gig economy for childcare.
From our survey, 5 of 6 respondents said they would pay to send their kids to other parents or caregivers in their neighborhood. And they would use an app that would let them find other caregivers through a co-op.
So let me tell you what this looks like. So you would download our app, fill out your profile, specify what your parenting preferences are. For example, like Montessori or like Spanish language immersion, very important for parents. And then you would input when you need the childcare. And you click search, and the AI, the algorithm, would do the rest, matching you with people who are similar to you in their parenting styles. And you can choose somebody in your neighborhood near you with availability and book instantly and chat with them, regarding the specifics, and childcare solved.
We've already highlighted how this app helps to solve families to share childcare with each other. But I do want to remind you the main value proposition we also have is the fact that there is a peace of mind with families because we have a ranking system that matches the families that want to share this childcare with each other. On top of that, there's easy scheduling, instant booking, and also you get an opportunity to build your community. So how does this work? How do we make money? Users pay $89.99 yearly as annual revenue for us, where they get the opportunity to swap their childcare with each other. Let's say you don't want to do that. You want to pay for your service. It's an additional 1% fee for those services. When we look at the total number of parents that require childcare for children who are in the daycare age range, we are looking at almost $65 billion. So there are a lot of competitors, but we do emerge greater than most because of our basic value proposition and competitive advantage, which is the matching score gives us peace of mind and also the competitive pricing. Our strategy starts with a pilot in Boston, expands to greater Boston areas through in-home daycares and nannies, and then we take it all across the US and offer gig economy and economies of scale. The team behind this is Aaron, who's our tech lead, myself, product and strategy business lead, and we have Hitomi, who's a web app developer.
So as they say, it takes a village to raise a child. So join us in creating the village that all parents need in the digital age.
Woo! Judges? Quick question. How, given that you're getting into the middle of this transaction, even if money's not being exchanged, isn't this a fairly regulated environment?
So it's regulated up to a certain number of children. So I think around like 5 kids, 5 or 6, it becomes like a daycare situation where you need license.
Yeah, and that's the second part of the go-to-market strategy when we expand it to in-home daycares, then licensing come into play.
Can you explain the unit economics, the math of how you think you can make money at the low price point?
Yeah, so $89.99. Out of that comes, we want to do a background check with like Checker or something, like $25. So it does reduce the amount. That said, with each transaction, for example, you use a credit to get 1 hour of childcare from somebody else. But if you don't want to provide childcare, like if you're really busy, you can buy the childcare, kind of similar to a babysitting situation.
Yeah, and a lot of people that we surveyed as well preferred to send their children to other neighbors' houses rather than take them in as well. So, that does add to increased revenue for us with the transaction fee.
Oh, great. Great presentation. I think you said that the average household spends about $15,000 a year on childcare costs. Do you have a sense of how much parents will save using Village?
That's a very good point. I guess if you take myself as an example, I send my kid to 5 days, full days. I would like to send him 3 days. He's in a Montessori school, so I still want like exposure to that. But those other 2 days, I think I can save a lot of money because the difference is like $1,000 at least per month.
Hey guys, great job. So if they're paying for the credit versus earning the credit, what is it price point wise per credit? And then if you're starting with the 1-to-1 beta, what's your competitive advantage against something like Care.com?
Yeah, so Care.com, the thing about Care.com is you have to like interview every single babysitter and their schedule may or may not work out. I've had this problem like for the past like month. But what our proposition is instant booking. I mean, this only works if there are enough caregivers on the platform. But the idea is that like you can book immediately. The credits, I think we're still like figuring out the price point.
It's ballpark
Yeah, I know. Like 20 to 25 probably.
per hour.
Yeah.